Hey, and welcome back to another Twinmotion video. In this video, we're going to look at decals and how to add them, and specifically add custom decals. Imagine that. You might want to add your own. So before we get into it, if you happen to learn something, please demolish that like button. It helps me out. Also, consider subscribing. Please do that too. All right. It should be pretty simple. We're going to look at decals, and you can find decals. You come over here into Twinmotion. We can go all the way out here to our objects, decals. And then literally all the decals are here. And these are great. There's a ton here. And I guarantee you there's a lot more than you thought. And really all they are just, it's like pictures, placing stickers everywhere. It's not a big deal. And so if I have a manhole and I just stick it right there, that's it. Like I'm done. Like it's pretty. It looks great. It's easy. Now I probably don't want that there. It's considered the interior here. But really there's a ton. And like even down here, there's a bunch of signs. Like you wouldn't even need to make your own bathroom signs. They're just right there. It's done. It's easy. It's simple. Now maybe you see all of these and you're like, oh, all the leaves are nice, all the manholes are nice, all the bathroom signs are nice, but I want to make my own. So how would you do that? Well, it is really simple. So let's say we start with a no smoking sign, and we have this no smoking sign. It's the exact same as everything else as far as materials, whatnot. Anything material wise, you can just come in here and trade it out. You can add your own. So I'm going to go do that. I'm just going to add like my own logo or something like that. And we can just throw it right here. And it's very simple. The main thing to be aware of is that you just want it to be a PNG. So this is a PNG. I'm going to open it up and like, that's it. I can change the size, the scale, everything's going to scale, the quality, everything will change along with it. And like, that's it. It's very easy. I can change the opacity if I want to like fade it out into the back, simple, very, very simple. So if you look at the texture, the size, if I hit more, I can change some of the dimensions here. If it doesn't come in with the right ratio, you can set that yourself. If it's an image, it's probably fine, but you can also adjust it yourself. If you're making some sort of grungy, like mud or like rock or something that you want to stick onto a face or something and just kind of dirty it up, you could change the scale, play with it a bit. Very simple. So this offset, at first sight doesn't really do much. So if I change this offset to really anything, you can see that the bar is moving, and it's actually moving on either side as well. If I go on into the other side of the wall, it's moving on both sides. So it's offset both directions. So this isn't that helpful until we get to like an edge condition or like something else. And let me drag this around and I can show you. So I'm going to set this, let's put it at like 20%. Let's go ahead and drag this around. And the second I drag it maybe to the floor, that we don't really see much. But if I drag it to this wall, you can see, all right, so I'm starting to get some like drag or pushback or something, or like it's starting to wrap the edge. And that is based on this offset value. So as I increase this offset, it's going to just continue to draw that image back. And, you can't take this beyond 100. So that's kind of the max, and unfortunately it's not even the end of the image, so it's not like it truly wraps, so it's kind of bizarre. And I don't know a great application for this unless you have like a very thin looking like wall or jog in a wall and you want to like make it look like it's pushing behind, or like the sticker is pushing beyond that first face of the wall. I don't know, but nonetheless, that's what it does. And I can even move this back and you can really see like what's happening here. Like this looks, as I get farther back, it based on the location of it, I can eventually get to the back, but this just looks absurd. You wouldn't really want that. So that's the offset. And honestly, you can take the offset all the way down to 1%, and that just means it'll show up on that flat face, and that really is it. Like you can't see it on this other side of the face of the wall at all, really. Like it's barely turning the corner. And I don't know if you could even go to decimals here. No, you could have put it at 0, so it's literally on the face of the wall, but you start to not see it. And I can't do anything. Now, that's interesting. If I put it at 0, of course I can't see it, but if I put it at 0.1, it essentially rounds down to 0, but I don't see it turning the corner. But the second I move it or anything, it does end up going away. So 0%, not that great. We need it at least at 1. Unfortunately, that just does mean it's going to wrap 1%, which, it's not the end of the world. We could, in a sense, start to pull this off the wall just a bit, and we wouldn't necessarily get that wrap. So, that's close. It's basically pushing the back edge of this box towards the front face of that wall. Okay, So we've looked at all of that, and that's great, but we've got to look at the sort order. And when you first move the sort order around, nothing happens. This doesn't make any sense. Like, what's supposed to happen here? Well, this has everything to do with if you, for some reason, you're layering a bunch of these signs on top of another sign. So if I've got these other signs, it's like arranging pictures in a lot of different design programs. So like maybe you want to send something to the front or send something to the back. It's basically the order. It's only working with other decals. It's only looking for other decals. So maybe I want my logo here to be the front. So I'd have it at 0, but maybe I want it to be in the back. And so I would increase this number to the point where it's like 5. And so I would change all of these other decals to something other than 5, and maybe anything beyond 5 I would think would work. Let's take this poisonous sign, and if we play with the sorting order there, we could put it at 5. It will bring it to the front. And now if we take this logo and we put this at a sort order of 5, we'll see that it moves it to the front. Now if we want the logo to be in the back, we just have to bring it behind everything else, which would be 0. This would be the back of everything. And I can start to change the order, and so you can see the different sort orders here. You can see that the vent is now shown going from 2 to 3. It has everything to do with the sort order. So very simple. It's just a way of organizing what you see, what takes most precedent. So in this case, the vent probably does. So I'll put that at 5. Then the poisonous sign, and then the damage in the wall, and then the logo. So this looks pretty good. It looks like a wall, whatever. So cool. Looks great. So now I'm going to drag this logo back out, and I want to show you one more example of where this doesn't quite work, and I wish it did. Now I've got this front facade here, and I'm going to take my sign right there, and I want to drag this out to the front. And so I drag this out to the front, and like nothing happens. You can see it's like on the wall, and that's because it's glass. And for some reason, because of the glass material, the decals just don't show up. And I wish they did. Like, I don't see why they couldn't at least, but they don't. And that's just because of the type of material that it is. And it's, this reflective glass is really not special clear glass. Now, if I change this to a mirror, then we start to see the logo. And it's kind of funny because, this is not even the true value of the logo. I'd have to bring the reflection down to like 50%, which is, whatever normalized, to finally see what the logo really looks like. But still, that's kind of silly. Like, I don't know. So really just kind of know that decals, while they work great on flat faces everywhere, they don't necessarily work on glass walls. I really wish they did, because that's kind of the point when it comes to a lot of signs. Maybe I'm thinking of like a glass entry on a retail, and you want to put the sign there, you want to put a logo or something that makes sense. So you can do that if it's glass, only if it's a mirror, which is too bad. None of these other glasses really seem to affect this at all, which is just unfortunate. You'd probably have to get into some of these weirder looking glasses, and even those really don't seem to work. I'm just trying them all at this point, and I'm not really seeing anything work, and that's just too bad. It really is. But I will say, we can still see, if we put the logo here on this side, take the logo and put this on the inside here, and I bring out the offset, if I change the offset, we can actually see it showing up on the mullion. So because it's solid, the mullion is solid, we can even see it on the mullion. So that's cool, I guess, but it's just too bad we don't get to see on the glass, but that's just the way it is. So that'll do it for this video. We looked at decals and all the sorting order and everything. We made our own. It just has to be a PNG file. It's that simple. I'm not even going to open Photoshop and show you that, but you can edit that to however you want. Change the transparencies however you want. Change the opacity in here. Deal with the offset. Very simple. It's going to be its own object. You can add that to your user library just like you can everything else. Place that later in any other project. So simple. So that will do it for decals. If you did happen to learn something, demolish the like button. That really helps. Also, subscribe. That really does too. Thanks so much for watching. Sure hope to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.